My name is Krishnamurthy, lecturer, Department of Computer Science, SDC College, Kolar. So, in this session, we are going to discuss overview of Java language. See, generally using the Java language, you can create two types of programs, that is application programs and applet programs. So, two types of Java programs. See, you can create two types of Java program using the Java language, standalone application type programs and applet type programs. Application type programs which are going to use to carry out some specific task, to perform any some specific task, to solve any some simple problems, we are going to use application type programs which are going to run in the standalone systems. So, to carry out some specific task. So, and applet type programs are going to use to create graphics and animation programs. To create graphics and animation. And standalone application programs are going to compile by using the Java C compiler, and it will going to run with the Java interpreter that is called Java. So, these are the two tools we are using to compile and run the Java program, that is application programs. Application programs compiled by Java C and it will going to be run with the Java interpreter. Here, applet type programs are compiled using the Java C compiler, and this will going to run with the help of web browser. So, compiled. So, even these programs also compiled using compiler only Java C, and it will going to run with the browser. Next, see this standalone application programs are, so it will going to run in the only on the standalone systems which are going to run in the standalone computers. So, this will going to run in the browsers, or even you can also use applet viewer to run the applet program, that is another tool. So, these are the mainly two types of programs you can create and develop using the Java language. Next topic is phases of Java program development. Phases of Java program development. Phases of Java program development. See, that means what are the phases or what are the stages or steps we have to follow to create and run the, to create, compile and run the any simple Java programs. So, what are the phases? Generally, we are following the 5 phases, that is edit, then compile, then load, then verify, then execute. So, these are the steps we are following to create and develop any Java programs. First, you have to type the Java program using any one editor, then you have to compile the Java program using the Java C compiler, Then after that, you have to load that bytecode instruction into the main memory. Then you have to verify the bytecode instructions are proper or not. Then you have to finally, then it will going to execute the bytecode instruction using the JVM or Java interpreter. So we'll see detail one by one. First one, creating a program. Create a Java program. So first we have to create the Java program. How to create the Java program? So just like other programs, here also we are using the one editor to create the Java program, that is called, we can use Notepad or TextPad or any other editors, etc. Any other editors you can use to create, to type the Java program. Once if you type your source program in the editor, in either Notepad or TextPad or any other editor, so after that we have to save the Java program with .java extension. .java extension, for example, first.java. File name is first, extension is .java. Every Java program must save with the .extension. So for example, first.java. After saving your program, this will be saved permanently in the secondary storage device, that is called hard disk. So once if you are saved your program, then it will going to save in the hard disk. So that is the first creating a Java program. First you have to use any one editor, plain editor. There you have to type your Java program. After typing the Java program, you have to save your Java program by giving the file name with the extension .java. Then this will going to save in the hard disk. Next, second step, compiling a program. Compile Java program. Compile Java program into bytecodes. See, once if you are creating your Java program, that is your source program, then you have to compile this program. So how to compile? So you are going to compile your Java program by using the Javac compiler. Javac compiler. This is the tool you are using to compile your Java program. So we have to get your program from hard disk to the main memory. After that we have to start compilation. Once if you start compilation your Java program, that is first.java, then it will convert your first.java. It will convert first.java to first.class. First.class. So this is your source program and this is your object code, source code, object code. So this is the source code which you are written, user written in the English language. Then this will be compiled. This will be compiled by using the Javac compiler. Then this will be convert your source code into the bytecodes, that is .class file. Then it will generate another file, that is .class, in the same directory. So with the same name, but extension is .class. This contains bytecodes. This contains the bytecodes. So that is compile Java program into bytecodes. Understood? So once your Java program is ready, so then you are going to start compilation using the Javac compiler. Once if you compile your program using the Javac compiler, then it will convert your source code to the bytecode. Then your source program is .java file and your bytecode instruction is .class file with same file name. This is the second phase, second step. Next, third, loading a program. Into the memory. See, once your .class file will be generated, once your dot class file will be generated or bytecode instructions are generated by using the Java C compiler. Then these bytecodes we have to load into the main memory from the hard disk. So actually now it is in the hard disk. Now we have to transfer from the hard disk to the main memory using the class loader. That is the class loader. The class loader will going to load your bytecode instructions from the hard disk to the main memory. After that, you can start run the program or you can start executing the program. Okay. See, because main memory is the active status to perform anything in the computer, so hard disk will be the inactive and the main memory the active, so that we have to transfer from your bytecode instruction from the hard disk to the main memory using the class loader. Then this class loader will load all your instructions into the main memory, that is RAM, RAM. So once it will be loaded in the main memory, then you can start execute the bytecode instructions using the Java interpreter. So that is which one it will going to load? It will going to load, that is dot class file. That is what? First dot class. So this is the actual bytecode instructions exist in this file, dot class file. So now this file will be loaded into the main memory RAM from the hard disk, not your .java file. It will be loaded what one? Dot class file, because here only all the bytecode instructions will be exist. Next, fourth one, bytecode verification. Bytecode verification. So once your dot class file will be loaded in the main memory in the RAM, so now this bytecode verification will going to check all your bytecode instructions are proper or not. All the bytecode instructions are proper or not. It will check one by one instruction, line by line instruction. This bytecode verification will check. Once all the instructions are proper, then your program will start executing, it will start to continue the execution. If the instructions are not proper, then it will terminate the execution. So that is here bytecode verification. It will check one by one instruction, to check one by one instructions, to check one by one instruction either proper or not, either proper or not. So next, fifth one, execution. Then once the verification is done successfully, once the bytecode verification will check all the instructions, bytecode instructions completed, then execution will start, then actual execution will start. Then here the JVM will start executing your bytecodes, or Java interpreter will start executing your bytecodes. Now we are going to run your Java program using the Java interpreter. Now it will going to run your Java interpreter. For example, here see first dot class, first dot class. So this file will be checked completely with the bytecode verification. All the instructions are proper. Now it will going to start run the program, that is called Java first. Java is a interpreter and first is your file name, Java first. Now it will run and display the output. So this is now this will convert again this bytecode instruction to the mission code. Then mission code instruction will going to run by the processor. So these are the different phases of creating and developing the Java program, any Java program. First see, again I will repeat. First you have to create a one Java program using any one editor. You can use either Notepad, TextPad or any other editors you can use to type the Java program. After typing the Java program, save it with the .java extension. Then after that we have to start compilation your program. Once how to compile your program using the Java C compiler, we can start to compile your Java program, that is your source program .java file. Then it will convert this .java file into .class file into the bytecodes instruction. Now this bytecode I want to load into the main memory to check all the bytecode instructions are proper or not. to execute. Okay, then that is the loading a program into the memory. Then class loader will going to take the responsibility to load your all the bytecode instruction into the main memory from the hard disk. After that, bytecode verification will going to start to check one by one instruction either proper or not. If it is proper, then it will start to continue the execution, otherwise it will terminate the execution. Then fifth one, execution. Once all the bytecode verifications will be done, then your program will start executing by using the Java interpreter or JVM. That is here Java is a Java interpreter. It will start to run the Java program, Java first. Then these bytecode instructions are converted to the mission code. Then mission code instructions are going to run by the processor. So these are the different phases of creating and compiling the any Java program.